The sprawling metropolis of Dallas. And before we...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Bol. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Gordon kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And he misses his first shot of the game.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. He came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned, and I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Now here's Gordon. Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
Doncic feeling it out. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. To the middle. Barton passes to Murray. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
On the wing, Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. The kick out to Barton. No good with the triple. Dallas with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Hardaway. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Yep, it counts. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. At the elbow, Jokic. Bol dishes to Gordon. Jokic passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Barton against Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Doncic finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Murray. Picked away. Here's Finney-Smith. Jokic defending. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Outside, Green. Back to Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Doncic against Morris. From past the arc, but they recover it. Outside Hardaway. Lob pass to Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
And so the first quarter is in the books. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Good on the shot.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
And it's Doncic missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
They get it back. Out to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Green slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
The 3 for Doncic. Porter pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Porter. Porzingis with the block. Here's McGee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McGee's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. Doncic outside. Count it. Good.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The feed to McGee. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. McGee's got his second bucket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris finds McGee. Here's Porter. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway for 3. Finney-Smith. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Finney-Smith's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for JaMychal Green. Martin's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Misses from close range. Inside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bol. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple of rough stretches. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Murray. Bol is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Now, here's Bol. Guarded by Hardaway. There's Gordon with the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Gordon finds Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
The three for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
There's the pass to Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Jokic, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for Denver. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 17.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Outside Gordon. Ball kicks to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Doncic against Barton. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Off target from three-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Murray, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Barton passes to Jokic. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And 12 points for Jokic.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That shot is off. And Denver the other way now. Barton against Doncic. Barton passes to Jokic. Porzingis with the block. And they're able to recover.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
The Nuggets making a switch here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Bol. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
A 3 from Morris, and he's good on the 3 ball. Morris has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Nuggets. That will count, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets leading by 9. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And that one's good by Porter. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Morris kicks to Green. Fires the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside, Marjanovic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Rivers. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the wide open shot from Morris. That shot misses.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
That's tipped. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Porter looking it over. McGee trying to break free. Off with the layup. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside, Porzingis. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Morris dishes to Rivers. Passes it to McGee. For the 3. Denver with a new 14. And a wide open look for Porter.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
The putback, and Doncic is right there. Doncic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for downs.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
On the wing, Porter. McGee with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And here's Morris for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Wide open look here for Murray. The offensive rebound. Bull the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
The 3 for Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The kick out to Barton. Here's Bull. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. We've got 1:18 left here in the 4th quarter. Down low. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Out to Hardaway. From the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Murray. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Denver.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Murray, good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
From deep. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. This was a very strong showing for him. come a long way, D.A. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Lillard misses. Hardaway with it. Lillard picks him up. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Bucket is good. McCollum's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Portland. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. The good-looking shot from the wing. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
It's Covington on the wing. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Covington. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
It's Hardaway that time on the assist by Porzingis.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's McCollum. Lillard, right side, takes the 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. And here are the Mavericks now. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Lillard against Doncic. Nurkic in the post to stop the drought, and it's good on the way in.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. Doncic right side. And they double up Doncic. Passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Now the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Clock is at 3. No good off the front iron.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic. Covington knocks it loose.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-5 run. And Doncic, here we go.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Doncic against Lillard. Anthony kicks to McCollum with 4 seconds on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 9-point lead. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where things...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the guard position. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Marjanovic. Portland making their last shot. Back to Doncic. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Giles, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Doncic outside. Basket counts.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 7-point differential. Passes it to Powell. Giles in the corner. Kanter inside. Headed by Porzingis. Powell, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Powell. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Kanter. A nice shot by Simons. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And here's McCollum. Dishes it to Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got 7 points.
But what good positioning by Nurkic. I mean, he has his shot all picked out. He just needed that feed.
And that one's good. Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 9. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Lillard outside. Banked in off the glass.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Doncic with it. He's got 12. Over Anthony. Doncic finds Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. That one drops for him.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So Portland ends up going with the new group. .29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Here's Giles. He kicks to Cantor. Mavericks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Porzingis. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Doncic with the steal. It's been... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. And a little redemption for him tonight. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 5 to shoot. 9 feet out, and he connects with the jumper. Hollis Jefferson's got his second basket. Dallas leading by 7. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14. To the middle. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. That's tipped. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Pass to Simons. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hollis Jefferson with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's Lillard missing. Dallas shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Lillard outside. To the left side wing. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Powell finds Cantor, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Giles. Robert Covington comes in for Cantor. Anthony's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. It's good. Redick's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
McCollum passes to Lillard. He feeds it to Covington. Lillard, right side. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. He dishes it to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard dishes to McCollum. But they'll get another chance. Lets it go with a three. Lillard scanning the floor. Portland needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Anthony.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Back to Brunson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Takes a three. Powell pulls it in.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Brunson, no good. One-on-one here, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
McCollum outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Trailblazers trail by 8. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Here's Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Clock at 4. No good. Shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The free throw drops for foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Kept alive.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Lillard. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Marjanovic. Now the dish to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Here's Covington. Nurkic. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Lillard. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Here's Covington, and it's good for 2. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. Anthony on him. And Doncic throws it down.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And a wide open look for McCollum. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good. Doncic.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Dallas.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
McCollum outside. The three. Again, McCollum missing. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic feeling it out. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Doncic against Anthony. Out to Hardaway. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA and the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the three. Now here's Jackson. And yes, it's good. Jackson's got the first basket of the game for the Clippers. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And here's Los Angeles. 4-point game. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. And it's Doncic missing. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing, everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith from outside off the mark.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
George passes to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
On up the court. Jackson misses.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And so here are the Clippers following the score by Dallas. And George, here we go. Wide open look here for Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Count that one.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Nobody near George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And here's Doncic from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 5 points so far. George looking around. Leonard the pass to George. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Jackson finds Leonard. Plays it up off the glass.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Doncic looking it over. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. On the left block, Ibaka, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Doncic against George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Outside, George shoots from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Clippers lead by 3. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
I mean, blowing past the defense, Patrick Beverly gets up and down the court in a blink.
Hardaway, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard attack. Oh!
He went high.
That was nice.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Finney-Smith. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Doncic. And another shot. He lays it in. Doncic has got 16 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
George against Doncic. And George gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Leonard inside. 6 points for him. Good work there as it goes.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
George against Doncic. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 17 points. And that's...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Beverley kicks to George. A 3-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 5. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Back to George for three. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
The wide open look here for Ibaka. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Doncic in the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's George. He's got 20. Leonard fires away from outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Outside Leonard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And the officials call goaltending. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
Doncic against George. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And it goes down 2 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Brunson scanning the floor. Over Beverly. Here's Cauley Stein, and the rejection by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And George with the stuff.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Brunson against Beverly. Now here's Brunson. Guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Cauley Stein in the post. Zubac defending. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Cauley Stein. George dishes to Leonard. George against Powell. Puts it up from 12. George, no good. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Redick's got the ball. The wing jumper off target. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun team to watch. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Los Angeles leading by 5. Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Zubac kicks to Ibaka. Offensive rebound.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Brunson. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. From deep, George. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
From deep three-point range, Powell for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porzingis against Ibaka. Over Porzingis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Hardaway for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Mavericks trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 6 assists in the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 30.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
The deep 3 from George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Leonard with the ball. From deep. He dishes it to Beverly. And Ibaka kicks to George. Back to Ibaka. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Clippers lead by 12.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Doncic outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. George from deep three-point land. Porzingis with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
From deep three-point range, but they get it back. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Passes it to Ibaka. Zubats, the shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. A pull-up, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. And here's George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And the basket is good.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. Hardaway finds Doncic. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Took him no time at all on that one.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Doncic with it. Now Bol defending. And it's denied. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Gordon's running. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And stolen by Bol. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from outside. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. From deep. And Bol pulls it down. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Murray outside. To the paint. Here's Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Barton's got 5 points so far.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The 3 for Doncic from beyond the arc and then some.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Back to Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. Down low. Here's Marjanovic, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Nuggets leading by 4. Jokic high post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
This is his first free throw of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And Bol pulls it down.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Porzingis with the steal. And here's the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Both shots good from the stripe. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Barton, no luck. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Martin with it. Hardaway picks him up. There's the pass to Bull. There's Gordon with the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Hardaway finds Doncic. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
JaVale McGee is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Rivers. Outside, Green. Back to Rivers. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And Green gets it to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He's got a clear path. Pushing it up. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Rivers finds Morris. Now McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Morris passes to Green. Denver needs to get off a shot. Morris, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here is McGee. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. The Mavericks another fast break chance right here. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Doncic.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Green dishes to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Doncic against Morris. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 6-point Nugget lead. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Barton against Doncic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Jokic. 8 points for him. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The three for Doncic. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Murray for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and one of the... And...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 11-point game. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And here is Murray after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Murray, good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Doncic against Barton.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Doncic.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
Here's the 3. Barton, no luck. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Back to Murray. An easy 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 8.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Hardaway from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks trail by 9. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. Kicks it out to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray surveying the D. That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:57 left in the third. The 3 for Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
In the corner, Bull with it. Jokic inside. Guarded by Doncic. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Barton. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
It's tipped. Here's Hardaway. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Now here's Barton. He has 5. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Murray with it. He's got 10. Pass to Jokic. Kicks to Gordon. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. The 3 for Doncic. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Porter, Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then there's JaVale McGee, and it's Green in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Hardaway against Rivers, and he banks in the layup.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Green with the rebound.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Dishes to Morris. Back to Green, and Green slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The 3 for Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
McGee. Back to Rivers. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. And McGee kicks to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim. No good. Mavericks trail by 10. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. The layup missed. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Morris finds Porter. Green with the ball. Back to Porter, and finished off by Porter.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Now, here's Doncic. Over Morris. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets with some changes. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Looking to get back on track here. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Bull, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Jokic with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Hardaway kicks to Marjanovic, and stolen by Bull. It's stolen by Marjanovic, and stolen by Bull. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Three-pointer, Barton hits it from three-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 17. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Jokic passes to Murray. Here's Finney-Smith. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
With a step back. Bull kicks to Barton. And the three off target. And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing by 17. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
Murray dishes to Gordon. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway finds Doncic. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For NBA GA, it's
Kevin. Thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Little. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Blazers on offense. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now Little. Pass to Nurkic, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Now here's Lillard, down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer misses off the left iron.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Lillard with it, guarded by Doncic. Now here's Little. Kicks it out to Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get the rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
The pass to Lillard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Hardaway. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard, right side. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Lillard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Hardaway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Doncic. Launches it, trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And good that time.
Anthony's still running the floor well, even at this stage in his career. Gets out and coasts right past the D.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The layup off target.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Doncic left side. Good work defensively by Anthony. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Doncic can't hit from in close.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. And while not a huge leaper, Cantor does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Here's Marjanovic. And just miss after miss right now. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got his first points in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Doncic outside. 2 points. That one goes. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Redick after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And a missed layup. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Jones, no luck.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Brunson. The shot off that time. And they're on the break. Here's Giles. He doesn't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Tipped away. Redick up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it out to Richardson. And it's Portland with the rebound. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Covington passes to Lillard. Knocked away. Stolen by Brunson. Cauley-Stein kicks to Powell. Cauley-Stein. Great positioning on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Lillard dishes to Little. Lillard with it. 5 points in the game. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shoots the 3. Redick with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 12. Powell dishes to Cauley-Stein. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. Back to Cauley-Stein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Forget about the size of Willie Cauley-Stein because of the way he moves out on the floor. Great job of drawing a foul in the paint that time.
Cauley-Stein hits them both. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And here's McCollum. Shoots over Brunson. No dice from the high post.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 10. Jack, how do you... And that's...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Jones is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Giles in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Portland leading by 7. McCollum deciding where to go with it. From 8, and they pick up 2. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum dishes to Powell. And it's in there.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 11.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Little kicks to Lillard. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Count that one. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Both free throws good from Lillard.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Doncic. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Little passes to Lillard. Dishes to Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Portland again missing. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Doncic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Doncic has got 13 points in just this quarter. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Lillard. Little passes to Lillard. He dishes it to Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Anthony's got 6.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Brunson against Lillard, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. And it's Anthony at the elbow. He gets that one. 8 points for him.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Brunson scanning the floor. And there it is for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's McCollum. He has 7. Here's Powell. He kicks it to McCollum. Pass to Canner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. No coverage that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
In the corner, it's Richardson. 29 seconds left to play in the third. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, the pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Jones. Misses the 3. The drive by Redick. Inside, here's Brunson, and McCollum with the block. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Powell in at the power forward. And the basket by McCollum.
That's a great read on the pick and roll by McCollum. The defender backing up leaves him no hope of affecting that shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Little with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Hardaway with the steal. And here's the fast break. The finish. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Anthony finds Covington. Back to Anthony. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Little. Now Lillard, 6 to shoot. Here's Covington. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Hardaway against Jones. Pass to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic with the steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Hardaway against Jones. Covington kicks to Jones. Shot clock at 2. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Doncic. Yes! And the foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis. And he lays it straight in.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Down low. It's deflected. It's stolen by Marjanovic. To tie it up. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Tim Hardaway Jr. delivers.
Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Back to Porzingis. It's in!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Doncic against Lillard. Yes!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Covington kicks to Nurkic. The feed to Jones.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
9 seconds left in the game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Incredible. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic out there with Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the center position. George, no good.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And the pass to Doncic. Lets it go. Morris with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And that one's good, Leonard.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
The three for Doncic. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14 from downtown. Morris with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Zubac. The Mavericks pull it in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Doncic. That's short off the rim.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Dallas has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. From deep three-point range, again the miss by the Mavericks.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. Buries the long-range jumper. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Zubac finds Beverly. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. From deep. Another three for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Zubac. The shot by George, wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And it's Leonard missing. Mavericks trail by 3. On the wing, Doncic. 8 points for him. Drills the three-pointer.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
From deep, George scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And here is Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got 14 points. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
In the gym trying to work my brain off.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Leonard falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Outside Hardaway. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound Mavericks from deep. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And he makes good on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Clippers in the lead. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's George finishing it off.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Dallas again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, George beyond the arc. The rebound by Marjanovic.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The 3 for Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 17.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Leonard fires away from outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. The Clippers go the other way with it. George dishes to Leonard. From deep 3-point range, and again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 3. Hardaway, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and scorching, torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The long-distance 3 is buried. Doncic has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Mavs. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He dishes it to George. Shot clock at 5. Outside Leonard. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marcus Morris. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Hardaway finds Porzingis to the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. A baseline J. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Back to George. 3-pointer. They get it again. Zubac kicks to George. Inside. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 23 points.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Clippers on top, up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight.
Get it!
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game.
Oh!
Man. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Over to the left wing. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. And here's Doncic from the arc. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Los Angeles leading by 9. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Shoots from the high post. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The 3 for Doncic. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And here's Los Angeles. They've got an 8-0 run. Redick against George. From deep, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. And the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. Goes up again. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Brunson with a clean look. Dallas, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside, George. Poked away. Powell with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Redick with it. Leonard picks him up. Redick with the bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Leonard, no luck.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Was shot by Redick, no good. And a deep three from George. Offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Clippers leading by 13. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And here's George for three. That doesn't go either for George. Dallas shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And that one's good. Doncic.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Outside Leonard. Fires top of the key. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his fifth rebound in this one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And busting it up the floor, Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic against George. Steps back and fires. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
George against Doncic. Looking to get it going. Back to George. The three. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Beverly. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to Beverly. To the inside. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half. Mavericks trail by 12. And here's Doncic from the arc. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fondness.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And George kicks to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. Misses off the right iron. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Gets it down to single digits. Doncic has got 29.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Doncic, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And George kicks to Zubac. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so here is Dallas. They trail by 9 points. Out to Doncic. Launches a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
A 3 from Leonard. It's in.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For great.